I'm making a quick video here to go over what I believe is the most important aspect of the collective phase of training this month. Right here, you can see it says VSN who, what, how, 3 to 5 years. So if you go into your collective section, either clicking on men's or women's, and you go into the overview, you'll see that along with our training, we have two different practices. We have the VSN practice and we have the gratitude practice. This VSN practice is something that I believe is the most important aspect, maybe to life in general. And what VSN stands for, it stands for vision. And to have a vision for your life means to have an idea of a reality that you want to live. And it's very important to have this idea of the reality that you want to live, because without knowing what you want, how are you supposed to get what you want, right? And so, they say a goal that's not written down is just a wish. And that goes for everything. If you don't write down, your goals for this year or next year or 10 years or whatever it may be, then they're all just going to be wishes. And I don't know about you, but I do not want to live my life based on wishes. Okay, so let's go and get into this real fast. I'm just going to kind of briefly break down what this is and, just kind of go over it and share a little bit. So VSN, who, what, how, 3 to 5 years. This document made to help you establish a vision for your life in the next 3 to 5 years and a plan for its attainment. Who do you want to become? All right, so without just reading it to you, who do you as an individual want to become? If you were reading a biography about yourself, what would you want your biography to say? If your kids were reading a biography about you, what would you want your biography to say? And I think this is an important thing to think about, because whenever you think about yourself from the view of others, and not from like a self-conscious view, but more of a leadership role, you'll begin to act very differently. For example, you'll probably act differently around people that look up to you as opposed to your friends or something like this. But if you view everyone as them looking up to you, then you'll probably act in more of a leadership way to try and, set a good example or do things like this. And whenever you outline your future self, you're kind of looking up to your future self. I would want Jacob at age 30 to have much more alignment with who he is and truth in his words and just, confidence in his days and his actions. And I would hope that you would want the same for you, and, for me, that would be 6 years away. And that's crazy, huh? 6 years ago was 18, and 6 years from now is going to be 30. And think about that time frame. Who do you want to be in 3 to 5 years is what this is going over. What skills do you want to possess? What do you want your daily habits to look like? What do you want your health to look like? Your diet, your possessions, your material, your relationships? Who do you want to be? Next, going into the what section. So, what do you want to be doing in 3 to 5 years? This question it's kind of tough, because honestly, it's very scary to be optimistic. And I think that, I don't think it should be scary to be optimistic. I think that unfortunately we're taught not to be optimistic, but we're also not taught to work very hard, it seems like. But it seems like those that have a plan for their life and they work really hard towards its attainment, they actually, most of them attain the life that they're looking for. And so if you write down with conviction what you want to be doing in the next 3 to 5 years, and you actually work towards accomplishing it, I firmly believe that, it's the idea of faith. If you work as if the universe is good, then you will have good return, right? That's kind of what the idea of faith is. And to go out in faith, think about the what section with faith. What do you want to be doing in 3 to 5 years? If this life was the only one you got, which, odds are it is, what would you want to be doing with it? You know, do you want to have a normal job? Do you want to have a job that instills you with meaning and purpose? Do you want to have average relationships, or do you want to have relationships that improve your life? Do you want to be in decent health, or do you want to be in health that invigorates your days? You know, I think these are very important things to think about. So think about the what section with faith. And then the how section, how do you plan on doing this? It's 3 to 5 years away. That's not very far away. What actions do you have to take in the next, let's say, 3 years to be in those shoes in 3 to 5 years? You know, let's say you're not in good health now. You need to lose weight in order to be at that weight that you want to be at. What do you need to do over the next 3 years, let's say, to be where you want to be in 3 years? What do you need to do daily? What do you need to do weekly? If you want to run a business, if you want to be a musician, if you want to have better relationships, what do you need to do in your life right now, this year, this week, this month, in order to become the person that you want to be in 3 to 5 years? That is the VSN for this 2-week section. That is what we're going for. These are the outlines of the program, and you know, I think in my opinion, this is the most important section. Our next addition to the VSN will be in the next year. So over the course of the next year, what do you want to happen? And we're going to go through these same steps. And you know, if you do anything, even if you don't do the training, do the VSN. That is the one thing that I ask. Okay, do the VSN. If you want your points for it, come down here after you fill out the VSN document. Hit use the submission tool, take a photo of it, and then submit it to me, and you'll get 50 points for that. But that's a quick video of the VSN section. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe. I know that's like the corny YouTube thing, but it actually just helps this video get more views. So like this video and subscribe. Okay, bye guys.